Welcome to the Drop the Leash podcast, episode 10, season 1 still. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. We're going to talk about a lot of stuff today, and we got some important announcements. First, we're going to thank Canada College. Great things happen there. Northscapes Landscaping and the Tresnack family. The Fox and the Fiddle Pub, located at 112 Spencer Avenue, North Bay. Join the men's NFC team after every home game at our home of the fifth quarter. Kenny Upol, North Bay, your self-serve auto parts store, located at 412 Burgess Road, North Bay. And DeMarco Luceni Insurance Brokers, located at 693 Castle Street, North Bay. Call for your home, auto, commercial, and business needs. 705-474-2420. Ask for Coach Krista or Coach Eric. And a happy anniversary to you two, by the way.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right.
A&S Towing, located at 1345 Franklin Street, North Bay. Call 705-497-8565 for all your towing needs. So, guys, we had some important stuff happen over the weekend. We had the semifinals for the Youth League. I wasn't in town. I was out of town on some family stuff. How did we do? How's the Youth League going, and how's it looking? How'd everybody do on the weekend?
Well, it was a record year, like we said before. We've had more kids this year than ever before in any given year at all. And as you said, we've capped off last week. The week prior, we capped off our 6-game season, and we had our semifinals this past week. And the semifinals is not an elimination; it determines which two teams go into the gold finals and which two teams play in the semifinals this coming week. And it was good. I mean, it was interesting. We have two divisions. We have the Tyke division and the Bantam division. And in the Tyke division, the gray team, which is coached by Kaylin and Jesse now, took on the black team, which is coached by this guy over here. And
I'm assuming you did okay.
We did okay.
Well, they did well. I mean, it was really nice to see the gray team put up a fight, and they did whatever they could. They were able to score a couple touchdowns. But at the end of the day, on the strength of an interception, a few more touchdowns by, who's your number one guy there? That number 47 kid?
Our best running back is Javante.
Number 2. Wow.
But we have two.
Yeah, he's a 1-2 punch.
He's quick, agile. He's the do-it-all back. He can catch. Yeah. He can run.
Is he the brother of the kid who was playing quarterback in the Bantam team?
I don't believe so.
No? Okay.
No. But our secret weapon, who I think are missing this week because they're in Florida, and it makes me want to cry.
I want to be in Florida too, man.
Eli and Max. There are two defensive juggernauts. They are built to tackle. They're built to read the play. They are just outstanding. They honestly stopped Gray from doing more than they could.
That's number 5 and number 9.
Yeah, you know them.
Yeah, I know them.
They are just...
Yeah. They're solid little hitters, and they tackle exactly the way we taught them, and it's awesome to see.
They can read a play. They don't get fooled easily by reverses, and then they're 1-2 punch. They're on either side, so one goes this way, one goes this way, and then they just contain, and that's really what held Gray to the points that were. They're really the unsung heroes. Javante gets all the credit because he runs the ball and makes incredible cuts, and he's fast enough to get touchdowns. But they are really the ones who seal up the game. They do all the work. Yeah. And defensively, they just keep us in the game. Let us run the offense, even if we fail a couple drives, which Gray held us back a couple times. They stopped us 4 outs. But, they really did.
Yeah, it was awesome to see. It's great to see a couple of NFC current players get in there and coach a team. And it's their first year coaching together.
Oh, they did a great job.
Yeah, and the kids seem to enjoy it. But your Javante, he scored twice, and Jordan Moore scored twice. Yep. He scored once, but he got the 2-point converts.
Yeah,
right?
He's our kicker.
Yeah, he's your kicker, and he kicked fairly well. Yep. Number 5, like you mentioned there, Max Wilkins, he picked off a ball. Scored 2 points in our league, eh? Yeah. We allow defenses to actually score some points, and it was great. anyhow, at the end of the day, they ended up winning 35-16. That gray number 87, he's a Mr. Everything, eh?
Yeah, he is. He's fast. I couldn't believe how quick he is.
Yeah, he took our team for a couple of touchdowns last time we met him. And
yeah.
He's a slippery little bugger, and he really shoots well. He plays well, and it was really nice to see. And at the end of the games there, I saw that they were all shaking hands. Everybody was having a good time.
I mean, it's a league that still has a little bit of competition to it, and you can't win them all.
Yep.
And every coach on this league has been in those situations where you don't win, but it's nice to come out with a W. But you got to be humble, and honestly, we're just there to have fun with them. Like I'm trying to build memories for these little guys, and hopefully they'll come out with build
memories and skills.
Yeah. Is there still pretty good parity in the league with the combine and everything?
Well, the combine helps at the tyke level. Most of the kids maybe a half of them we've seen before. The other half are brand spanking new. So it's like opening a Cracker Jack box, and you don't know what you're really going to end up with that year. And so at the tyke division, there's a little. Actually, it wasn't too bad. It was parity in the tyke division. Where the parity gets lost a little bit is in the bantam division. Whereas some of the teams have more players that played summer, because our summer program allows some 12-year-olds to come and play. So they come in, they get that whole summer in. Some of them get to play, some of them don't get to play a whole lot. But when they come back to bantam youth in the fall, it's an unbelievable change in it. And I mean, if you happen to have a team that's got 3 of them playing against teams that have 1, it's not very close. But having said that, the whole point of the youth program is to teach the kids the football skills and have them fall in love with the game at the same time. And honestly, I think we're very successful at that overall. And this year's no exception with this one game. That was great, and Great put up a good fight. The white and gold team, that one was tight all the way to the end. The white team jumped out to an early lead. Then it was answered by Coach Deb's his son Max, who's a good little football player on his own right. He's got good vision.
Fast.
When he catches the ball, he knows when to explode, when to cut back. So he answered. We're tied 6-6. So then we ended up kicking a field goal in tyke, which is I don't think happens very much. No. Anyway, we just discovered that our running back could also kick the ball, so we just tried it before the game. And he says, "Can I try?" He says, "Yeah." Well, let me try that. He kicks it through there and says, "Whoa, that would have made it from 20." So anyway, we kicked a field goal. We went up 10-6, and then they came back and went ahead again 32. Max scored again to go up 12-10, and then once again we scored, and we ended up tying at 18-18. We're running the ball, and this guy lays a lick on my kid and fumbles the ball. They won on a fumble recovery.
Yeah.
On a defensive fumble
heartbreaker.
Recovery. Yeah, but hey, you know what?
A clean victory, but it's a heartbreaker.
Yeah, no, it was a clean hit, and it was a good fumble, but it just brings in all the cool variables that we've built into the league in terms of how you can score on defense and stuff. So it got really exciting there, and they were able to hold off our offense in the final drive of the game to seal the win at 20-18. So there you have it. Next week it'll be white versus gray, dad versus son, I guess, in the silver final, and gold versus black in the gold final. I'm playing Kalen in the semifinal, in the finals. Silver final, and
it's me and
you're
Debs.
playing Coach Debs in the gold final. Yeah, so it's going to be kind of fun. Yeah. So that was a tyke matchups. It was good. It was fun, and unfortunately, we lost a couple of players this year. One in bantam and one in tyke. Both of them are fullbacks, and Zorian broke his thumb, a little fracture in his thumb this weekend. It's unfortunate, but yeah, it's just I guess he was in a pile, and I guess he got the face mask right there. And so Bantam followed Tykes, and again those two games were pretty good. They were a little more lopsided. Black and Gold dominated those games. Again, with respect to the Black and White game, that number 11 Porter, he caught everything, but at the same time that quarterback got everything to him. Yeah. And he's like, I don't know, 6 feet tall, 250 pounds or 200 pounds.
Porter's an incredible player. He's built for football.
He's
from the summer program, so that's kind of his advantage.
Yeah.
And he was a weapon there in that league at that high pace.
12 years old, he was a starter.
Yeah, he was a starter.
Third place finishing.
And our quarterback was a summer league guy too, but he wasn't a starter. He was a tight end with Porter on the other side.
Oh yeah.
But Riley Shapesky has been a quarterback for a long time, left-handed thrower. Yeah. And he's just had natural instincts, and he's got a great knowledge of the game.
Yeah, he does.
Like, he's built that up. He can see the field very well. He can read, and
he didn't feel the pressure because people were crowding in around him, and you could see his eyes were downfield.
Yeah.
Like we teach kids. And
he had trust in his
put it out there.
Line. And we have Logan who can snap the ball to him, even in those wet conditions. And she is incredible. We even let her play at fullback just for a little bit. Just to give her a taste of.
Went out for a ball. Almost caught it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to mix it up, trying to be creative with our personnel, and not just kind of typecast them. But I've got some really, really incredible players who have really done well for me. So I'm lucky. I got a gifted team. I really do. There are a lot of good players on there. But I got to give it to Porter. You throw it near him, he'll go get it. He'll go get a 50-50 ball. He can tackle, he can run, he can catch. He's just
he
outstanding.
Jump at the ball. He went and got that ball. And Black beat White was a 32-2. The only points that came on the White side was a pick.
A pick, yeah.
Interception by Brad Kerr's son, Colton.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then he ran it back. And he did the Kerr thing. Lowered the shoulders, and he littered bodies behind him until he finally fell down. It was actually
there was
really
some
cool
crying
to see.
and tears, and Coach Clint picking someone up. But he did. He was
all good.
He's a big boy, and he's a freight train.
Yeah, and he caught up to Porter there.
Yeah.
When Porter got that ball later in the game, I thought it was scoring, but he caught up to him and tackled him inside the two.
Yeah.
I thought, oh boy, that's interesting.
Yeah, I thought he exploded and he got away, but no, he caught up. He didn't give up on the play. Good for him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, and similarly, Gold played Gray, and Gold again, very gifted team as well. Yeah. Very has got a bunch of players that played summer on that team.
Theo and Gage.
Yeah. Oh boy, it just is what it is, and they were able to peel off a 38-2 win over Gray. And again, the 2 points came off an interception. Yeah. I think it was their quarterback. The highlight of the game, they lost. They didn't care. The highlight of the game was our quarterback picked off their quarterback, and it was a freaking great show. It was awesome. We ran it back. It was great. That's all they talked about after the game. We were excited about it. That's good to see. It's good to see that they got a lot of positives out of that. So these two semis set up another. Well, I guess it's the exact same gold final. It's gold and gray and black, and gray and white in the silver final. So we pair up the teams, and hopefully we'll have two well-matched games next week on Saturday. That'll make for something entertaining for the parents to watch.
I hope so.
What are kickoff times?
11 o'clock for Tyke, and then at noon for Bantam.
Right on.
And we're going to be, right now we're scheduled to be at Rolly Fisher. Although we're monitoring the weather to see if we might go to the other field if it gets too ugly. I'm going to go to the field there probably Saturday or Thursday, and we'll monitor it and take a look and see. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the grass field. I love the grass field.
I love the grass field too. It hurts a lot less.
Yeah, way less injuries. And walking on that turf field, just as a coach, your legs hurt at the end of the day.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy. Coaching all summer, you're just standing on the sidelines. It's nuts.
Yeah, so.
I'll never understand that. There's a reason that the NFL goes over to play in Europe and they put the fields in over top of the grass soccer fields, right? Soccer teams are like, you are not touching our grass. There's not a chance. So,
yeah, that's interesting how they do that too.
when we were playing over there, I didn't know this, but their football fields are only to be used on 3 days a week, right? Not including game days. So there's actually times in those like slots where only the football teams can use them, and there's plenty of soccer fields, but football teams are only, okay, here's your time. You cannot go inside or outside of that. They don't want it overused or abused for the soccer players. And there's not a lot of turf fields. You know, you watch professional soccer, a lot of them won't let those guys play on the turf. They won't even practice on it.
Yeah. Wow.
So I know Shane and I went down to Brazil and watched a pro soccer game, and I was talking to some of the people around that team, and they're not allowed on turf either.
Insane.
So eager to see what's going to happen in Qatar or Qatar with the
World Cup.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of it or heard from much of it, but if they have any turf fields or not, because some of that's in their contracts, they're not allowed on it. So anyway,
some of the players, right?
flag football was pretty exciting, I heard.
Oh yeah,
I saw the pictures.
Ford and James told me. James told me today. Ford told me Sunday or Saturday or Sunday evening that about the games, but I wasn't there. You were there.
Yeah.
How awesome was it?
Well, actually, the first game, the semifinal between the Baby Wipes and Claremont's team, which is
Twigs Dusters.
Twigs Dusters. Yeah, that was very interesting. It was close. It was tight. It was well. It was great competition. It was a game of who made the least amount of mistakes and who capitalized on them. And that's really what the difference was. The Baby Wipes were able to move the ball up and down the field. However, a couple of mistakes cost them in terms of some picks and some fourth down turnovers. Just grinding down, getting in there. They were able to score a couple of touchdowns. Jesse Schultz and Basso was able to score, and they were able to convert both. That only amounted to 16 points. Whereas on the other side, Andre Laundrie is still something else of a player. I just all those years ago that he played Bulldogs football, he was an outstanding receiver, and he still showed some of that stuff: the diving catches, the one-handed, the catches that very few other people can make. He made. So he was a really important piece of their puzzle. He scored twice, and then Jacob Stringa, as well. Similarly, he was a deep threat on the outside, and they were able to complete 2 touchdown fades on that one side. So that accounted for 4 touchdowns right there, and there was an interception returned. So combining it all down, they were able to win that game 39 to 16. But it wasn't a blowout. It really wasn't. It was just a mistake after one mistake compounded into another, and then they were able to the Baby Wipes were able to get an onside attempt. They were successful in it on an outstanding diving catch off to the one side, and but they just weren't able to convert that one. But it was exciting. It was fun. I think some of the Baby Wipes guys stuck around to watch the final, and it was really good to see. It was good to see that despite the fact that it was very well contested, there's some good quality football going on there as far as flag goes. Yeah, absolutely.
Right on.
So that's a semifinal. And the other semifinal didn't take place because Clear's team, they weren't there. They weren't able to field a full group, so that was a default. And the Gravel's team, they hung around and they watched the semifinal and waited for their team. And that game was what we expected it to be. Again, it was a matter of who, one of these things where who might be holding the ball last, who made the least amount of mistakes, who made the most outstanding plays. But that was that was definitely a quarterback's duel with Heck Creighton Award winner from 2012, Jordan Heather, who's here in North Bay, and he was quarterbacking the Twigs team, while Tyler Gravel, who played quarterback for Whitfield Wildcats during their years where they won the NDA championship. He's a seasoned quarterback. He knows where to put the ball. He doesn't have that 55-yard arm, but they did well together. It was a competitive game. Claremont opened with the early on. They were able to stop Gravel in the opening drive, and then they went out when they went to work, and they were able to go down and they were able to score first. So they opened the score at 8-0 with Brian Sampson scoring the touchdown, and it was who was it that scored the? It was Andre Laundrie that scored the 2-pointer, and then following that, the Gravel team, they came back and they scored. They tied it. Then they went ahead, but they failed to convert the 2-pointer, so it was 14-8. Then Claremont's team came back and scored again, so it was in the convert, so 16-14. Then they held them off, and then they scored again, so there was 24 to 14. And then Gravel scored to make it 22-24. Then Gravel picked off a ball, and they went into halftime 22 was an interception. They failed the point after, and then they scored an interception on the last play of the half. Jordan Heather decided to take one in there and try a deep ball, and he threw it deep. It was intercepted at the goal line, but while it was being intercepted, that scored 2 for them. The Claremont defensive back held him from returning it for an extra point, so that's a penalty. Not only to hold him, ended up being unnecessary roughness, so you can't end a half on a penalty. So he scores 2 for the interception, and they get possession because they intercepted the ball. Now we had to apply a 15-yard penalty. So now they're at the 35-yard line, 1 play left in the half. So they kicked a field goal. So that one play, which was really interesting, which was seemingly harmless attempt at a shot in the dark to try and score, turned out to be a 5-point turnaround for the opponents. So at the end of the half, it was Gravel up by 1, 25-24. And then in the second half, Gravel went to work. They scored a touchdown, did not convert. Claremont came back, scored another touchdown. Once again, it was Andre Laundrie, and it was oh my gosh, I forgot his name, but anyway, it was
Burns.
Russ Burns got the PAT, yes, and they were up 32-31. Then late in the game, we had traded another 2 touchdowns, except this time it was Gravel who got the touchdown to go up 37-32. They did convert the point after and got 39-32. Then at the end of the game, 3 plays left, Claremont's team scored. Obviously, it was Andre Laundrie again on a really, really perfect play. Made the catch in the end zone. They failed the point after. So that was, and there's only 1 play left, and now down by 1. So they went for the onside attempt, which they have to gain 20 yards, and it was a diving catch by Russ Burns, horizontal diving catch at the sideline for a 22-yard gain. and there they are. They had one play. Sorry, that was 3-2. They had one play, and they gained 13 yards. And then Jacob Stringa came in there with his big leg and kicked the field goal to win 41-39. That's how it ended.
I heard it. Good for you, Jake.
It was awesome.
That's a close game.
It was a close game, well contested. Wow. At the end of the day, Gravel's team, we did everything we could, and it was just one of those games. A close game. Everybody did their best. Yeah, absolutely. So
sounds like awesome. A great final. That's a good way to wrap up the season.
Yeah, we filmed it. It'll be up on the Facebook. We're gonna film it. We're gonna convert it into a single video, so it's not all broken up into clips, and we're gonna put it up there so everybody can take a copy and watch it. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was
That's
good.
awesome. I forgot to ask you guys when we were talking about the youth. Right, and congrats to the Twigs Dusters and Team Claremont. That's an awesome win. And no teams went undefeated in flag this year.
No teams went undefeated. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and although one team went winless, they were competitive in many of their games. Mm-hmm. And little things like losing it in the last drive or last few minutes.
They were a little bit short on players.
Yeah.
Same with the Baby Wipes. The last couple of games we were a little bit short. I missed the last 2 games. Some of our other players missed some games. But everybody thought I was crazy. That's why we went with a little bit of added depth, right? We had 2 players get injured. Jay hurt his calf. Brad tore his Achilles. So things like that happen in men's league sports, right? But I want to ask you guys, do you have anything you want to share about the youth banquet or whatnot? Like, are there still tickets available?
Oh, yeah.
Who do they contact? How much are they? How do you go about it?
Yeah, so the banquet is going to be next Saturday, not this Saturday, the following Saturday. And we're such a big group now, we've had to split it up into 2 separate banquets. One's going to be at lunch and one's going to be in the afternoon. And the tickets are $5 for guests. The kids are paid for. And so it's they're still available. They'll be available. They'll be sold on the sidelines by Darlene and I think Cindy and Jen will probably be there as well. So it'll be sold on the sideline at the finals this weekend, and they're $5 a pop.
Right on.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So it'll be fun.
Awesome. So if you don't have your tickets, get your tickets because
it's gonna be lots of fun.
Yeah, it's not that far away.
Nope.
Banquets are always fun. Lots of messes with those little kids, though.
Oh, yeah. Lots of storytelling and lots of
We don't have to clean up this time.
Oh.
Yeah, we got that kind of place.
Yes.
So I want to give 2 shout-outs to members of the club that played in the youth and played on the men's team. Ryan Hunter, congratulations on playing with the Argos.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And congratulations to Nick. He made the final 6 for trying out for
Nick
football.
Laporte. Yeah.
Nick Laporte for the Jacksonville Sharks. So that's awesome.
That's a pro indoor.
It's arena football.
Yeah.
It's arena football.
And,
Division 1.
He's hopefully he makes it. It'd be cool to see.
Yeah. So good luck, Nick. Good luck, Ryan, in the playoffs with the Argos. We'll be watching
it's
it.
coming up.
And we also give a shout out to all our CIS guys out there, and they're going to be coming up to playoffs. Is it this weekend?
No, it's a couple weeks there.
Couple weeks?
I think they got another week or 2 of season games. Yeah.
I apologize to all you guys that are Bishops there. Mark and I haven't had time yet to make a game, but hopefully we'll get to one. Also, we got some big news. We're going to do something we haven't done before. We're going to do full 4 months of indoor workouts with the club, with the help of Kratos Fitness and James Michaud and some students at Canada College. It's going to be starting November 30th, and it's going to be going all the way to March 31st. We're going to be doing these workouts twice a week on Wednesdays and Fridays. There's going to be 3 groups. There's going to be the 15 and under. We're going to have 16 and up, 16 to 19, right, for the older JV and the SV guys. And then we're also going to have a group for parents. So for you parents out there that enjoy the boot camp stuff and whatnot, we're going to have some stuff up here on the green screen showing a bunch of different workouts we're going to be doing. We're going to have sleds the MX by Torque Fitness. Hopefully we're going to have 2 of those. These are magnetic resistance training. We're also going to have the battle ropes. We're going to have plyometric box jumping.
Right.
We're going to have agility ladders. We're going to have, for speed and agility, we're going to have resistance bands, parachutes. If any of you who are attending the youth league practices at Rolly Fisher, you can see some of the men's team guys out there on Wednesdays around between 6 and 7 working out. We're going to have all that stuff indoors. It's going to be $300 a person to register. I believe we're going to have the registry open shortly. We'll announce on Facebook how to go about that. I'm not sure. Are they able to pay on the website or not?
They can, yeah.
They can pay for the registration on the website. So we will put it up.
We'll have to arrange it.
Yeah, we'll arrange it. We'll put it up on the website. We'll probably make it available at Source for Sports.
Oh, yeah, will be. No problem.
Yep.
But this great man over here, Clinton, we're going to make a poster and let everybody know about it. And there's limited spaces available. So if you're playing baseball, hockey, volleyball, basketball, football, it doesn't matter, even gymnastics.
Yeah.
If you want to work in sports-specific training, come on out. Like I said, it's 4 months. It's only $300 for the full 4 months. It's not $300 a week. It's not $300 a session. It's $300 for 4 months.
Yeah, that's
right?
$75 a month. And that turns out to be a real, true strength and conditioning program that a lot of the people that are going to take part in it are going to take part in some different exercises that they haven't seen before, some unconventional stuff, but it's only unconventional here because it hasn't been done in North Bay before, but it's very, very important and unique, but very specific to building strength and power and endurance for the sporting person, the person who's in the high intensity sports, whether it be, like you said, hockey, baseball, or football. Obviously, we want all the football players out there taking this, but it's open to everybody in North Bay who wants to get involved in that. It's absolutely crucial for children, younger age children, to get involved in something like that at a young age. The myth about weight training is bad for young kids. For one, this isn't going to be weight training. This is going to be strength and power and endurance that's going to really raise them to the next level in their sport, especially if they're in football. And whether that age is 11 or 10, 11, 12, or 13 years old or 15 years old, it's going to create a real springboard effect on their physical assets, their physical attributes over the winter as they prepare for next summer.
That's right, and you get to hang out with your teammates the whole time.
Yep. Oh, the camaraderie, you're building team. Yep, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, like I know the men's team, we're going to be doing Thursdays. I've thrown an invite out there for some of our alumni. I've reached out to Andre, Randy, Russ, a lot of the guys on the Dusters team. Team Gravel, you guys can come out too if you'd like. We're doing that Thursdays. And for some of the parents that just want to do the hour and a half, that's available on Thursdays also for you. We're trying to fill these spots. I'm not going to tell you a number, but there's very limited space available. We just don't have enough room indoors.
No,
it's not a football field, right?
Yeah.
So we're not going to be able to take in 200 kids. We're not going to be able to take in 100 kids.
Yeah.
It's going to be a first come, first served basis, and we hope you're there Wednesdays and Fridays. And we want, maybe if there's a chance that there is a little bit more room on the Thursday window, we can try and get an extra group in there, maybe a younger group for once a week, or change it up somehow.
Or mix them in,
yeah. But the men's team will be there Thursday for an hour and a half. We're not doing an hour, we're doing an hour and a half. So there's an extra hour and a half that is available. We're trying to make sure we get all the parents in there. Right. So for any of you that are interested, please let us know. Reach out to the North Bay Bulldogs on Facebook or Instagram or even on YouTube. Like, subscribe, whatnot. We're going to have some clips up here. We're going to have the MX sled. We're going to show you the battle ropes. We're going to show you the slam balls. What else do we have there? Plyo boxes, a whole bunch of stuff.
It's going to be interesting and fun. It's going to be a good break from the traditional lifting things and putting them down kind of thing. But really interesting. I'm so pleased to hear that We're going to have Canada College students on board, and so it's kind of
it's a work in progress. We're lucky we got Coach Garvey over there at
Yeah,
Canada,
yeah.
and hopefully she's going to help us recruit some of these
That'd
students.
be awesome.
And
yeah.
if we got three, we got three. If we got two, we got two. If we got one, we got one. James and I will be there with the kids, and it's going to be a blast. I know that a majority of these workouts that you'll be doing in the 1 hour session, you can't do in North Bay because it's not available.
It just isn't. Yeah,
So we're doing something different. It's against the grain, but it'll work. I think it'll build
it's
the
working
clubs.
elsewhere, and it's making pro athletes out of people. So
Yeah.
we want to bring that kind of technology here. We need it if we want to get to the next level and get our athletes to the next level. And this is the first step, and it's going to be an outstanding step. Anybody who takes part in that is going to notice that they will be unrecognizable at the end of the 4 months compared to where they were at the beginning of the 4 months, 100%.
Faster, stronger, and more agile. That's the goal of this whole camp. So it's
Right
going to be, again, it's going to be running from November 30th. It starts. It's going to be running straight till March 31st, 2 nights a week. And then for the men's NFC guys, you need to make sure you're there on Thursdays.
Yeah,
So
right on.
that's the plan. Anything else you guys got to wrap up? We got to do our chip challenge. We're doing a 1 chip challenge. You want to grab those things right there, Mark? Those 3 boxes?
How do I get convinced to do these things? Oh, they're in the shape of a coffin. Very nice.
Yeah, that's a good start, eh?
Hey,
Great.
just so everybody knows, if you have an idea or a challenge for us to do on the podcast, we're not going to be doing many more podcasts. We'll do a recap of the youth, maybe not next week, but the week after, so that we can make sure we got some video to talk about. And we'll try out a couple challenges on here if you want us to.
The
You guys are
Reaper
gonna-
and the Scorpion.
You guys are gonna
Oh, my
have
goodness.
you guys are gonna have kids who are gonna laugh their asses off of this.
There's a
Like
big
Coach-
warning statement on the back. You guys read that?
What's
I'm
it
not.
say?
No, I'm not reading it. I'm scared.
Do not eat if you are sensitive to spicy foods, allergic to peppers, nightshades, or capsaicin. I guess that's what's in it.
Capsaicin. That's
Or pregnant or have medical conditions. Keep out of children. After touching chip, wash your hands with soap and do not touch your eyes or sensitive areas. Seek medical assistance should you experience difficulty breathing, fainting, or extended nausea. Well, it's low in trans fats.
Okay, I guess that's a good thing.
good. I like that about you. Glass half full.
Real peppers, real heat.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, man.
What do you expect? Oh, I don't want to know.
Oh, they got all their.
I'm not reading that.
No.
How long can you last before you short circuit? Eating or drinking anything for relief. 1 minute powerless, 10 minutes powerful.
Oh my goodness, you gotta time us? I'm not doing that. What are you crazy? I got my milk ready.
We don't have an hour in this show to wait. I
Anyway.
crushed the Paqui One Chip challenge. So everybody can see it. I don't know if we crushed it yet, but we're gonna try.
No, if I weep, it won't be the first time, and I'm not afraid to cry on camera.
How hot is this thing?
I
I
don't know.
It's not even red.
No, it's blue.
I thought it'd be
It's
a
supposed
red
to turn
chip.
your mouth blue.
No way.
Yes.
It's black.
It's also one of those things to tell you
This
that
isn't
if
blue,
you did
it's
it.
black.
Oh, like the color of death.
I
Good.
didn't even get a full chip. Somebody else bit it. Where's that guy?
Doesn't say how many Scovilles this is.
How fast should you eat it? You've done this before, you said?
Don't. I've done
Like, are you-
Reaper challenges and all those.
Wow.
All of them. I hate.
Don't do that.
It smells like fish food.
I'm not going there.
With the
Does it taste
peppers,
any
you
good?
always eat them slow and you crush them up so they're easy to adjust. This is just a chip, so I have no idea. Don't touch your eyes.
No, I guess I'm holding on to it by a little bit.
God.
It looks like
It
fish
looks like a
food,
fish
too.
flake. I feel like a goldfish. It's
It
great.
smells like fish food. Doesn't smell tasty at all.
It doesn't smell like fish food. It smells like something else.
It smells hot.
Unspeakable.
All right, cheers, boys.
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Good God, what am I doing?
do we eat it all?
Oh. Yuck.
Did you taste it?
I'm chewing it now.
awful.
Your teeth are blue.
I know. It doesn't taste good. Oh, there's a heat.
That's hot.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Nope.
Whoa. I've been here before.
Whose idea was this? Why?
Thought it'd be funny.
Funny for who?
Not me.
Oh. Okay. Okay. This is not good. I haven't had hiccups in 10 years. Oh, I got hiccups. I have not had hiccups in.
It's coming back now, isn't it?
This
God,
cat.
it's so hot.
Oh. Okay, that did not help at all.
We're signing off.
Ow. Oh my God!
Like, share, and subscribe.
I'm on fire.
Give us another challenge.
No. Holy. I gotta wash my hands. Oh.
You said about burping.
So hot. Oh, that's hot. Then you go with pepper. It's a little bit subdued.
What the hell is this doing to our inside?